So this is the word vanity. Vapor, breath. Breath, vapor, vanity. Figuratively, something transitory or unsatisfactory, often used as an adverb, altogether vain vanity. Alright, it's just smoke and mirrors, man. That's all it is. Ain't worth nothing. It's nothing. You know? So read that verse again, brother. Psalms 94:11.
This is Psalms 94:11. Yahweh knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity.
Right, it's just air. It's just air. There's no substance behind those thoughts. Now, the Most High can give you substantial thoughts, which we have those thoughts. That's why we can do what we're doing. This is why we bring out the sound doctrine, okay, which is the doctrine of Yahweh Shai. So we have a sound on this way of understanding, but the masses of the people all around Great Britain, as you can see, their thoughts of vanity. They have thoughts of making it in society. They have thoughts of getting their bachelor's degree, getting their scholarships, and while they're getting their scholarships, they're in debt by £100,000 they gotta pay, man. And then you got some motherfuckers in the university that gotta sell their asses to get to the next level. Showing you that the ways of man is vanity, man. It's all about the plan and the agenda of the Lord. That's why the main objective for an Israelite, especially, is to get back to the Bible. Your own way it ain't gonna do you no good, man. You gotta go the way that the Most High provided you to go. The scripture, you're going, brother.
It's Jeremiah 17 and 9. It says the heart is deceitful. The heart is deceitful above all things.
Right, the heart going.
And desperately wicked.
Okay.
Who can know it?
Alright. Right, so that's showing you right there that whatever you feel, or whatever was in your emotions, if it's not sound, then it's vain, man. It's vain. Okay, it ain't got nothing to do with anything, man. You feel what I'm saying? And guess what? Esau's gonna know that in totality real soon. Esau's gonna know that everything he had in mind or in his agenda is gonna come to naught. Why? Because it's not written in the book of life for it to come to pass in the first place. Go on, brother.
So Isaiah 55 and 7, it says, let the wicked forsake his way.
Right, let the wicked forsake his way. Now that's not talking about Edomites. It's the Edomites pursuant to Hebrews 12th chapter cannot receive repentance. They were born to be outside of the temple. Alright, go on.
And the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let them return unto Yahweh.
That's the main objective. That's the main key component, man, is that you gotta return back to the Lord, because your ways is not the true way. Your made up way, freestyle way, is not the true way. The true way has already been set up before you. All you gotta do is walk thereby, baby, and you are right. Okay? But see what mankind does, mankind wants to do their own thing. Which doing your own thing can lead to serious frictions, man. Okay? That's why the scripture says the Lord made man to be upright, but he have sort of many inventions. So, hey man, if you're son of the Father, then you gotta stop doing that, man. You gotta stop it. And Esau's gonna find that out. You watch what I tell you, man. Esau's gonna find out that everything that he built himself up upon, it was all based on vanity. He's gonna ultimately find out that the ways of wickedness and evil is vanity, man.
Right.
Okay, go on.
It says, and he will have mercy upon him.
Okay.
And to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Okay.
Neither are your ways my ways,
right.
Said Yahweh.
That's it. So the Lord is going to pardon the man, the Israelite man, that returneth from his iniquity, his vanity, and pretty much he's going to be saved, Lord with him. Okay, because when you playing around with these people out here, these goddamn jokers of a bunch of Edomites, I call them. Alright? All they like to do all day when they're fucking drunk and all out of whack, they like to play with sex toys and all that kind of shit. Dildos all over the place. I'm just being real, man. When you playing around with these so-called white guys out here, man, you better watch out. Cause they might have a dildo and they might throw that shit in your face to embarrass your ass. Right. That's what's gonna happen to you. You understand what I'm saying? So these people, man, you gotta be very careful when you're around these people. Okay? That's what I'm saying, because this world here, it just really has no substance to it. It's just smoke and mirrors. Like you said earlier, brother, this world ain't nothing but a big lie. All right, and you know what further solidifies that? Give me, I believe it's 1 John 2. Somebody give me 1 John 2. Okay, you got any more on that? Some more on that. You can read some more on that. Okay, but get with the one I called. I want to make a quick point if you can get that.
Doing what?
2 in 24, where it says the fashions of this world passing away. I think so. In fact, it says the love of the world is son of the Father, and it says something, and then it goes into the fashions of this world passing away.
2 John 2:15.
And the so-called white man, he invented something called dildos, man. That's his invention. That's his great achievement of humanity, is to make a dildo. And you know his favorite one is the black one, man. You know? I'm talking about the men. You know? That's what he's done into the world. That's why these women think, I don't need a man, man. I get myself off. Right. I've got my own job. All right? Because he's got vanity and wickedness up there, exalted our women up there. Now they look down on us, man.
And you know too, brother, a lot of these women, man, they got vibrators and all of that. Why? Because the so-called white men made that shit for them. You know?
That's it. That's his.
And we can take it a step higher. That's why they got sex robots too. So this is a man that rules all out of when you're out of power, right? So like when you're a man that's crazy in the mind and you got that power, you go crazy, man. You start coming up with crazy, wild inventions, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you know they even got sex toys for 4 fucking year olds. Could you believe that?
Gambler as well.
So they said their thoughts are very deep.
This is it, man.
Sort out a diligent search.
Yeah, they're diligent in searching out wickedness.
Yeah.
So this man has sought out many inventions.
Yeah.
One that made the man upright, the man has sought out many inventions. But if I can speak,
Yeah, see what you do, because I'm looking for that precept. So yeah.
right? Because as Isaiah 60 says, gross darkness has covered the earth.
Yeah.
So all the inventions, all of the things that man has sought out is of darkness. It's of the darkness, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's all of the flesh. It's all of the wickedness. All right, and it's under the vibration of the devil working through the so-called white man, which is with the Edomites. All right, because it's their job to execute evil in the world. It tells you how evils are multiplied. Where the first king of Greeks was reigned.
That's
power.
the Maccabees, yeah.
You understand? So it shows you that it's like a genetic bloodline spiritual thing that's going on with the nation of Edom, for them to always bring out evil, as it says in Malachi, wherever they are, that's the borders of wickedness.
That's it. That's it. So, like the brother said, Esau is the exemplifier of being evil. Okay, and you can't help but have these Edomites be evil. That's just the way that they are. They can't help themselves, right? You know, they're just the devil. That's what it is. You can't really. That's it, brother. You can't blame him, brother. But guess what? Hey, man. We still gonna blame him though. Right. But we gonna blame him. They credit that way, but we still gonna blame their ass, man. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, read what you got, brother.
So 1 Corinthians 7:31 it says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
Why does it say that the fashion of this world passes away? Why? Because its whole entire society, this revival of Roman ancient empire is nothing but vanity, man. It's not sound, man. Anything that has no sound in it is vanity, it's vain. It's just there's nothing to it. There's no richness within it. Okay, the kingdom of heaven is going to last forever. Why? Because it's going to be soundness in it. Okay, there's going to be righteousness in life invigorated in the kingdom. But when you rule a society by, you know, this kind of standard, it becomes vanity, becomes vain. Okay, people start to focus on vain things. I'm going to get me some nice shoes so I can look good when I go to school and all of that kind of bullshit. I'm going to wear skin-tight jeans because that's the end thing to do, whatever. But how far is that, how does that enhance you as a being, a human being? How is you wearing the most expensive stuff enhancing you spiritually? It's not enhancing nothing. Okay? It ain't going to do nothing for you. How is it you getting a tattoo all over your goddamn face enhancing anything? It ain't doing anything. So all of that stuff that these young cats are doing and the world is under, or the things that they're influenced by, is all nothing but vanity. It serves not a purpose. Okay, and this is why in this society you have to know who you're dealing with. You can't be dealing with these jackasses out here. Everybody around us is a jackass. I have to keep it real. The men that's right in their mind, the men that have the sound info in their mindset, and the Most High's working with them, those are the men you gather around them. Those men are going to teach you way more than these jackasses can teach you. Okay? And that's why back in the ancient world, when you came to inquire of the Most High or God or Yahweh, who did you go to? Did you go to the regular peon? No, you went before the prophets, so they can teach you the ways of the Heavenly Father and the prophecies to come. That's why, if you notice, brothers, right, if you look around, we're one of the few men in this area that can stand down and do this work. Why is that? Because we have the sound mind. We don't give a shit about what people think because we understand that people are under this influence of vanity. So if your mind is under the influence of vanity, then you serve not a purpose. You're nothing. So we don't care about what you think or feel because we have the soundness. They don't have soundness. So what they think and what they feel against us holds no weight. Okay, go on, brother. And that's what happens when you understand the Bible. You have a complete understanding and perfection of what is. Instead of walking around, I want to make friends with Bobby and JB, and then I want to go party and be cool and wear nice clothes. There's no soundness in that, man. That's vanity. Okay, you gathering around with Bobby and his harlots that he's got around him. That's all vanity. Putting rings on your nose and rings on your head, so you can pretty much convey to the public who you don't even know, so they can like you and force you to be liked. Right? That's all vanity. It's the people that you're trying to force to like you, they all gonna be put down in that fucking soil. When the nuclear missiles hit rock bottom on their ass, all of the people that you're trying to associate yourself with, they're gonna be put down to the dirt. Okay?
Rabbi Salaka, the apostles, Apostle Gabar, he said to you, Jakes, you hopeful elect in GMS, don't go to clubs, man. There's no point. There's no point in going to a nightclub and you might want to go and get a girl or whatever. They got demonic spirits in there, man. When I was in the hospital last year, I met Jake. He has sickle cell like me, and he said, when I went to this club, I had voices in my head. And I said, what do you mean voices? Was it the music loud? And he went, no, even when I went outside, voices in his head, man. Yeah, because it's a nightclub of demons, isn't it?
That's it.
Them demons are looking for a nice home. I think they found one. I think they found him, innit?
Right.
You know? Right. So Apostle Tahar and apostles on down have told you, hopeful elect, to stop doing it. So just obey, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and you know, and it just goes to back up what I'm saying, because when you in them clubs, like I said, what's the enhancement? What's the benefit of going into a demonized club where there's vomit all over the floor?
Yep.
What's the benefit in that? Oh, because I want to talk to some honeys, but guess what? The honeys you talking to, son, they all been polluted by these most of the different men they done have. What about that?
That's it.
All right, let's keep the shit.
Hey, it's not second-hand cars. Like, hey, our women are like 4th, 5th generation. You know.
Hey, but you know, that's not spirit, guy. You know, Morris Minor.
Yeah, Morris Minor.
So yeah, you looking for the honeys, but guess what? Those honeys you looking for, they got all kinds of sperm cells inside of them from different males. How about that? So let's just keep the shit real, man. We dealing with the real world. We're not When you go into a club, you're not dealing with no virgins. Oh, she's just gonna be a woman for me, and she's gonna be with me for life, and I think I'm the only one for her, and whatever bullshit talk. Okay, hey man, I was listening to Black Ram, right? The brother, I'm gonna shout the brother out, Black Ram 313. He was breaking, he breaks us some stats, right, about how, you know, women that are promiscuous, that have slept around, are more highly likely to cheat on you, and that's very true. A woman that's dealt with multiple different partners. What's that, brother? Yeah, my phone's getting wet. I'll sort it out. So what he was breaking down, because he had the statistics, right? And what he was saying was, is a woman that's dealt with multiple sexual partners in her lifetime, that woman is more highly likely to cheat than a virgin. Okay, because when you pop a virgin, right? You pop a cherry, she's not gonna have a reason to feel like she gotta deal with somebody else. She's gonna stick with you for life because she only knows you. You're the only man that she only knows. But when you're dealing with an average woman in the Western Hemisphere that's been popped by multiple different men and got different kinds of seeds and spirits on them, they gonna play the Jezebel, man. They're gonna be jumping from one poker stick to the next poker stick. That's what they're gonna do. That's just the truth. So when you go and talking to these goddamn females in the club, you just dealing with hoes, man. That's all you're dealing with. So you ain't gonna get no one special. Oh, I'm gonna have kids with this woman, and you know, we gonna settle down and make a family, and everything's gonna be all kosher, and everything's gonna be all good, and we gonna be sorted. No. What's gonna be good is she's gonna do the quite opposite that you think. All right? That's what she's gonna do. And I'm talking about these women, but I'm also talking about these men. These men are also destroyed too. Okay, a lot of these men don't even know how to beat men even to begin with. So they're going around looking for women, but their minds are all screwed up. So the relationship, they all come together and they formulate a screwed up child from the start. All right, and sometimes the Most High can have mercy on you. Sometimes the Most High can have it to where you might have two shitty ass parents, but you might be the one that might get off scot-free. That happens, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just dealing with the real world. You know, the more you're in this truth, the more you start to see the real world, man. You know what I mean? There's no icing in the cake. We're not icing in nothing. We're dealing with the facts. That's what we're dealing with, man. So what we're gonna do is, brother, we're gonna continue in the spirit of the Lord, and we're gonna read these precepts. So read what you got. If you want to say something, brother, he's looking for scripture.
Yeah, because listen, I got loads of examples to give you, man. But one girl I knew, she had a dad. Her dad got picked out of her place, and her dad never turned up. So she's waiting at London Bridge. So my dad didn't turn up. I took her home, picked her up at night, fed her, gave her a chicken vindaloo or something like that. You know, had some curry. You know, went to my place, did something, whatever. 2 days later, she was starting to ignore me, and she said,
Of course she would.
She go, when I was in your house, I didn't feel free. You said I couldn't do this and couldn't do that.
Right.
But you know why she said that? Because she ain't got no discipline, man.
Right, because
like the majority of these women, man.
Because she been hopping from poker stick to poker stick. So like I was saying about the stats that the brother Black Man brought out about a woman that pretty much sleeps around, she's gonna cheat and she can't help herself. Like this one woman right in Hollywood, and I kind of like her. She's attractive to me. You know, my cup of tea. Sanaa Lathan, right? Now Sanaa Lathan, she's fine as hell, but she been through so much men that she can't even settle down with one man. That woman right there is a complete example of what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. The word of the matter is that there's no peace, there's no comfort here. You're not gonna find no comfort here. You're gonna find comfort in the word of the Lord. That's it. Okay? We're gonna get all of that, everything that this society can't provide us with, we're gonna get that in the abundance in the kingdom. That's why our life is in the book, the Bible, baby. Alright, so you got something, yeah?
You're gonna be increased in the latter end, like
That's
Job, man. So you're gonna have to go through hell first. Like this cracker said, this devil, he goes, we're gonna win in the end, which he's not.
Yeah.
Alright, because he was a cracker Christian. But you may have to act like you're gonna lose for a while.
That's it.
Jacob's trouble, you niggas are definitely gonna lose for a while, man.
That's it,
you know?
brother.
But there's gonna be 144,000 of us, and a 1/3.
So where's number one?
You know?
Okay.
And a 1/3 that is going to survive all of that, man, and keep our integrity, and that's what we're doing. Listen,
Yeah, you go,
like
bro.
a woman. I'm not selling out for you niggas, man. All right, or you nigger women, man. Hey, black women, listen, go if you are hard up with a woman, get a prostitute, man. Just pop the prostitute. Yeah, that feeling's gone. Now you can just get on with your rest of your day.
And you don't even have to do that, man. Because what I do, like when I'm high, when I'm in that dark state, man, I just get that bottle of wine, man, and just bun that shit out, boy. And I'm out, you know, in my crib. You understand? Because sometimes that could be expensive at times, man. That whole prostitute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I knock myself up with that bottle of wine, and I'm out, man. I'm good. You know what I mean? So hey, that's how I get down, man. Every brother's different. Certain brothers get the prostitute, and you got certain brothers they lay out on that wine. That's me, you know. Go on, bro.
Sometimes it's almost like you're disrespecting yourself when you go to a brothel because you're putting the vagina on the pedestal. You said you got to pay it because remember she's enjoying it more than you are.
Right.
The woman has multiple orgasms, so it's almost like
And longer too.
exactly. So you're paying for something that she wants to do in the first place.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. You know what I'm trying to say? It's mainly waste man that don't have no game that go to brothels. You know what I'm trying to say? It's mainly because I know one guy. He puts posters on the wall of the prostitutes. I know him. He's cool, but he tells me that it's mainly like white guys, the Edomites that go there.
Okay.
And cross dressers that go to the brothels, man. Yeah, so real weirdo freak guys that go to the brothels.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And flipping, what's it? I was going to what you were saying earlier about how being patient. The scriptures say it's better the patient in spirit. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. That's it.
Yeah.
Better the patient in spirit than the proud in spirit. Something like that.
Can't. And it's better to enter into the house of mourning than into the house of feasting.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I mean, like the brother was saying, you know, the whole brothel thing. Hey, brothers, every brother's different. Like I said, certain brothers, they get the buckle, you know. And you got certain brothers, they get down on, they get the prostitute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the point of the matter is that, this society, man, there's no comfort here. You're not gonna find a woman to comfort you. You might find the best out of the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, there's an exception. And this is what I'm saying, because he's saying the term, he's saying the term pirate, right? Because he's under that low frequency.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, and this is why you can't get offended when people, say things about you. You gotta look at people like what they are. They're on that low frequency, and they're children. You got grown-ass men that think like 15-year-olds. Could you believe it? It's real, man. The shit is real. The brainwashing is real down here in England. Okay, and all throughout America too, the Western Hemisphere. Okay? There's a man of sound wisdom and understanding ain't gonna just call out, oh, he looks like a pirate. That's something you expect from a child to say. Yeah. Now if a kid saw me, he would say, oh, he looks like a pirate. I get it all the time. So I expect a child to say that because a child doesn't know any better. But when a grown man says it, that's how you know that grown-ass man, he hasn't grown. He's a child.
Child, man.
That's all he is. He's got a beard. He's got hairs under his armpits. He's got, sperm cells to produce children. But the mindset that he's got is a child. He hasn't grown. So it's not based on how you look. It's all based on what's in the head. Okay? Because you can have a grown-ass man and he's got everything he got. But there's certain other things important, positive in that he don't have. Alright? And that's one thing about us, the men of God. We ain't like that. We don't walk around just messing with people. Alright? That's something I did when I was in my younger days. I don't do that shit no more. I'm too grown for that, man. I'm going into fucking 30 years old. What I look like, what does a 30-year-old look like picking on somebody, man? Calling them a pirate and shit. Or calling them, oh, he looks like such and such. Come on, man. And that's how you know that these Edomite men, and I'm talking about these lower class white men, they have that low peon mindset, because they're peons. They're not men of higher levels of understanding, and that just goes to show you the public school systems didn't teach these motherfuckers a damn thing. Okay? Now we're going to revert back in the spirit, so what scripture we have on that?
So you wanted John one, is it? Oh, you read that one.
You got a precept, right? That's the whole thing of the matter, man. So this society is already downtrodden, but you don't see that physically.
Yeah.
How do we know that the society is downtrodden? Because like I said, when you look at the morals of the so-called white people of this society, they're supposed to represent the people of art and wisdom and glory. But when you actually go to these lands where these people are dwelling at, you find out that they're in some fucking club, pumping each other up the behind, getting drunk to oblivion, coming around the street, vomiting on the floor. But these people are supposed to be the smartest people on the face of the planet. You see that? And our people, they drink that shit up like this fucking Kool-Aid too, man. They believe that Esau is the standard of perfection. He's the standard of being a devil, man. Go on, brother. And a goddamn big ass defect too. Go on.
So 1 Corinthians 13 and 11 it says, when I was a child, I spake as a child.
Ah, nice. See, when I was a child, I spake as a child. So that's how you're supposed to conduct yourself. When you reach to a certain age, man, you're supposed to act accordingly. You're supposed to have that level of wisdom and understanding, man. You ain't supposed to be walking out here, oh, he looks like such and such, a cartoon character. That's something a kid would say, man. You feel what I'm saying? So, when brothers, hey, man, it's like, I'm even go as far as saying, you brothers out there that got scoffers calling you all kinds of bullshit, monkeys and all of that, they're calling you that because they're children inside, man. They're children. They haven't grown. They're not grown-ass men. These men are children. A man that sits on a goddamn computer all day with nothing to do, he's got no work, all right? He ain't doing a damn thing. All he can do is sit on the goddamn keyboard all day and type comments on comment boards. Oh, this guy, he sucks dick, and this guy does this, and this guy does that. That's somebody that's probably living under his mother's basement. Probably something. That's a man of no character whatsoever. He has no life whatsoever, and that's a scoff and a scorner. Okay, a man that just has no life. Okay, he's a nobody, man. Don't pay him no mind. Go on, brother. That's what he wants. He wants you to pay him some mind so that he can pretty much vibe of your energy, because he ain't got no vibe. He ain't got no energy. Okay, go on. Come on.
It says, when I was a child, I spake as a child.
Right, when I was a child, I spake as a child. So if I was a child and I was, 10, 9 years old, I can get away with making fun of people, because that's what children do. Kids do foolishness, man. But when you get to a certain age, come on, man. Like, what the hell do you have to be out there talking crazy talk for, man? Like, how the hell you doing it because it feels good, but how does it look? Does it look right? Is it the right thing to do to be a grown-ass man walking around with a dress? Like, let's just think deep here. Yeah, you may get a kick out of it, but the scripture says, in the book of Proverbs, it says, whatever so seemeth right unto a man is the ways of death. So it may seem right walking around, wearing lipstick and wearing a dress and wearing what is it, man? Tutus? Right, wearing tutus and shit like that.
Yeah.
Stripper clothing. But that shit is awful. The presentation is awful, man. You making yourself like a damn clown. All right, go on.
It says, I understood as a child. I thought as a child.
Right, I thought as a child, but in the white man society, the so-called white man society, you could be 40 years old and still think like a child, and it's cool. Check that out. That's showing you how wise he is. Go on, brother.
And it says, but when I became a man,
right,
I put away childish things.
But when I became a man, I learned to put away childish things. So when you become a man, you're supposed to rise up in wisdom and understanding. That's what you're supposed to do. You ain't supposed to be walking around wearing super duper colorful trainers, wearing skin tight jeans, so you can show your ass for the world. This is like these women do, and show your balls can't even breathe. And you walking around with a damn mohawk looking stupid as all hell, like a damn horse. Go on, brother.
Ecclesiasticus 19 and 29. A man may be known by his look.
Right, a man may be. That's it, brother. You gonna have to read that again. Right. And this is why you go on.
Ecclesiasticus 19 and 29.
Right.
A man may be known by his look.
Okay.
And one that have understanding by his countenance, right, when thou meetest him.
That's it. So that's the main objective. If you want to grow as a being, you got to deal with people of understanding, man. You can't be dealing with no six-pack bar drinking Edomite. That all he can come up is talk about sex all day. Any man that talks about sex all day, he's on a low vibration and he doesn't know shit. Okay, all he can do is smoke a pack of cities. Okay, drink a pack of beers all fucking day and watch football all fucking day. Why? Because the motherfucker ain't got no damn life, man. He's a low-level peon, is what he is. And he's declaring that to you. So that shows you you can't hang with everybody. I don't want to be everybody's strength. Society tells you, oh, you can't be antisocial. Like I said, anything that society tells me to do, I'm going to do the contrary. That's what I'm going to do. All right? I'm going to go the contrary of what society tells me. Because what society tells me, which I found out, is all bullshit, man. All right? Even being a gentleman to these women, that's all bullshit too. That shit don't work, man. That shit don't work, man. Okay? Ain't no woman going to respect no, oh, hey, baby, you know, and you bowing down before her. But would you marry me? You know, and that bullshit, man.
Can I say something about that?
All right, go on, bro.
Coming through the church, I've seen a lot of young men get married off.
Yeah.
And it's not a happy story. Get straight to the point.
Yeah.
I met one of the wives now, she's married for about 3 years. And she actually told me, she said, yeah, I married my Christian man. I met my Christian man.
Right.
And he was sitting there and I was cursing him out and he couldn't do nothing.
Right.
That's what she said. He was cursing him out, calling him all cool names. But because of the good Christian man, he couldn't do nothing. He just had to sit there and take it. And you could see she was getting off on it. Like she's telling another man
what to do.
And that she's telling me like she really felt good that she was able to do that.
You know what though? He deserved what he get. He deserved what he get because you know why? He ain't got no balls, man. You understand? And that's what the Bible does. The Bible
say though, if he was reading the scriptures, he would know that his woman was out of order.
Right.
And he'd be putting her in her place.
That's it. So this is the thing, man. This is the thing.
Salakia, I just finished. That's the future. As a man in the Christian church, your future, your best prospect is if you meet a Christian woman. Yeah, and if you meet a Christian woman, but that's going to be the end result. You're going to end up being treated like a, you know what I mean?
Right, but you know what?
I've seen it.
She wouldn't dare go and date me. She would already see I can't really deal with this guy. She's going to be outside the house before she even knew it.
Right.
You understand? And that's the reality. Yeah, that's super simple. You know what I mean? You're going to be Captain Saberhole on a 2.0, man. All right, and you're not gonna be able to say anything. You're just gonna be there, just taking a smack beside the face. Come on, man, that's all bullshit. At the end of the day, the Bible returns the Bible gives you the understanding of manhood, man. Not these goddamn prosperity-based churches out there. They're not showing you the way. They don't have the truth. That's why they can't do what we do because they don't have the sound doctrine. They're not bringing out which is of sound doctrine. That's what I meant to say. So read what you got.
Verse Ecclesiastes 19 and 30. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is.
That's it. That's it. So if a man is always laughing, he's walking down the street with a big ass smile on his face for no reason, you better walk a mile away. Because now you're dealing with a damn fool. That's who you're dealing with. Okay? And you know what the Bible tells you to do? Unlike society says, oh, you can't be prejudiced. No, guess what? I'm gonna be as prejudiced as I can. So I can meet the right people.
Right.
Because by me meeting the right people, I can grow. I can elevate. I'm not gonna deal with some old lousy, low-down, trifling individual that can't teach me nothing. That can't make me grow as an individual. I'm about growth and elevation. And that's what we're all about up here. All right, we're not coming with this old niggerism bullshit. And we're not gonna be dealing with people that all they can do all day is listen to this bullshit rap music and smoke blunts, smoke weed, doing all kinds of nonsense all day, man. We're not dealing with that. Playing video games all fucking day. Okay, you meet somebody like that, you gotta disassociate yourself from that person. Because they're not right. They're just stupid. And they're not gonna get you nowhere. They're not gonna teach you nothing.